And welcome back everybody to American Truck Simulator, and it did arrive yesterday. That's right, Oregon. And also yesterday, SES did confirm we are getting the Volvo VNL 670. They did say 1 to 2 weeks, and that is for the final approval process from Volvo USA. LeVar, what is up today? Perla, how is it going? And guys, right now we are sitting here about right around Portland and the Dallas or Dallies, however the heck you say it. I'm not from Oregon, so yeah. And also yesterday I did pick up the Classic Stripe DLC paint job since it was bundled together. Yes, the VNL 670 has been confirmed. 1 to 2 weeks on that, waiting on final approval from Volvo USA before it will be released. Now granted, that's the time frame that SES gave us. It can take a little bit longer, so don't be surprised if it gets delayed. But anyways, excuse me. And once again, excuse me. Now, I did do some running around yesterday after I got home from my bowling league. I didn't stream it because I did have a little bit of a mod problem, but we've got that all solved. And our first load today is going to be taking us over to Ontario. And the bundle was actually on the Steam page for Oregon. You got the Oregon DLC along with the Classic Stripe paint jobs, 10% off. So I paid $12.58 for both the state and the paint jobs. Hey George, how is it going? So without any further waiting, we do have a W900 dressed up today. We do have that classic paint schemes going on. We've got purple, a little bit of blue, and a little bit of gray. So without any further waiting, we're going to climb into the truck and get going. Dejan, how is it going? And let me get all situated here in my seat again to be all nice and comfortable. We are getting the VNL this year. If everything goes well, we're looking at 1 to 2 weeks before we do get it. Yep, I picked it up yesterday. Once I got out of work, I immediately bought it. Same thing with me, George. I bought the bundle pack. Lone Star and the Cascadia, if everything goes well, that's either going to be next year or early 2020. I'm hoping, of course, for next year. My day is going absolutely awesome. If you guys do see below, I did link the button box that I did buy from Deer Spears Designs. It is the FLT1 model that I did buy, not the FL2. It's going to be a 670 that we are getting, so it's the older model. And my guess, the reason for that is Volvo saw that International and Freightliner is getting a lot of positive feedback. Since SES did have that truck ready, they did give SES a license for it to get it in the game as quick as possible. We are currently in Oregon. We are not going to be leaving the state today. We will probably get 3 versions of the Volvo also. We're going to have the day cab, and then we're going to have the mid-roof, and then the full 670. I believe that's the 630, a 640 or 650 or whatever it is called, and then the 670. and figures we're going to get pulled into the chicken coop. And you know something, Truckers MP actually updated very, very quickly yesterday to get Oregon supported for multiplayer. So Truckers MP last night was extremely busy from what I saw. Yeah, actually, depending on how we go into Ontario, we might actually hit a little bit of Idaho. Hey, Envious, how's it going today? I've already said it, George, it's a 670. David, how is it going today? Doing awesome like a possum this weekend. Here we are, early October. We're going to be in the 70s to 80 for the next few days, so I am not complaining. One thing I did notice with Oregon last night is, holy moly, the speed limit changes. Absolutely crazy. Did anybody go across the drawbridge outside of Astoria yet? Yeah, the 670 is no longer made, and the reason for that is, my guess is, Volvo saw the positive feedback that International and Freightliner were getting for their models going to be in the game. Volvo USA already knew the 670 was done, so I'm guessing their lawyers pretty much granted a license, and then the final approval coming hopefully within the next 1 to 2 weeks before the truck is released. LeVar, I'm already in Oregon. We are not going to be leaving the state during today's stream. If you're going to Ontario from the south, it does route you into Idaho for a few miles. Well, of course they don't stick to the speed limits in Oregon. Or anywhere in Truckers MP, they turn off the traffic offenses so they can pretty much run 90 miles an hour around everything and crash into everybody. No, because you're only in Idaho for a sliver. Idaho is not really even done besides the road that's going through there. All right, let me pull this up here because we're going to be going over here. But in Ontario, going into Ontario, you're going to, this route right here, that's all that there is in Idaho. The rest of the state is not even done. I'm hoping more for like Washington and Utah. One road they definitely do need to add is the Route 140 out of Winnemucca going up into Lakeview. As of right now, there is only one road out of Nevada going into Oregon, and that does take you up into Ontario. So that hopefully a modder will hit that, or SES will add it in a future update. Texas is coming. We probably won't get that, I'm going to say, until 2020. I'm not going to be pulling into every single rest area or anything like that, but I'll be sure to at least turn my head so you guys can at least catch most of the scenery. And no ownable logging trailers as of yet. My guess is those will be added in another future update. Right now we are running across the northern part here on 84 in Oregon. We're going to be getting over, I'm not even sure the name of the city because I forgot to look at the map and everything, but we will be cutting down into the central part of the state going over to Ontario. The map scale is 1/20th of they only have so much room in order to add cities. So granted, not every single city is going to be in Oregon, but they did add 14 of the major cities. And of course we've got Bend, Eugene, Medford, Portland. They've pretty much got all the big ones. Probably about the only thing you can do would be lights. And Gerard, how's it going today? We're great to see you on the channel again. Got a question for you guys who do have Oregon and been running around with it more than what I have. Have you seen any of the 670s in traffic as of yet? Alright, then if no one's seen a 670 in traffic, it probably SCS just threw it into the teaser videos to let us know that it was coming. Energetic, how's it going today? Great to see ya. Yep, we are the VNL 670. If the final approval from Volvo USA goes as planned by what SCS is thinking, we should have that truck in the game within the next 1 to 2 weeks. International Lone Star is currently being built, so don't expect that one anytime soon, as it needs to pretty much be built from the ground up. That would be correct, George, and as I mentioned, I think the only reason that Volvo granted such a quick license on it was from all the positive publicity that both International and Freightliner did receive. W900, LeVar. And we've got another way station. Go figure. And we got to pull into this one too. They are, even though they're owned by the same parent company, they do operate independently of each other. Well under the legal limit, so that's good. Pretty much right now, the only two manufacturers that do need to be licensed, one of them is owned by Mack, the other is owned by Daimler Trucks North America. That's going to be Western Star for Daimler, and then Volvo for the Mack. And they are coming, we just need to be patient. Miles, how's it going this afternoon? Great to see ya. No, Volvo does not make any long-nose trucks whatsoever. You're probably not going to have any vegetation or anything like that added from SCS. I mean, what they've got it pretty much polished up and ready to go yesterday. They're not going to add anything to it, however, modders may. Detail-wise, though, Oregon definitely blows New Mexico away. I was not expecting what I saw last night. I'm surprised the big old Smokey Bear there did not catch me. I was doing like 71 creeping up on his bumper. Hey Martin, how is it going today? Great to see ya. Yep, we are in Oregon. I've already got 2 of the garages bought, one in Bend, the other one in Portland. We did leave Portland and we're on our way over to Ontario. And when we get to Ontario, I might do a couple of local deliveries around there. But I do want to get a load going out of that home store, which is probably either going to be like a Lowe's or a Home Depot. Well, the thing with Volvo there, George, is they really don't have a long-nose truck for an owner-operator, so they're looking at their 860 or like their 760 for owner-ops. Excuse me. So chances are they might be releasing the 670, but SES now has CAD files for the 760 and the 860. And it's possible we might be getting the LT with International too. We don't know what that license is for. They did, and that is what got SCS in a little bit of trouble. And that's why licenses are kind of, well, was hard to get for ATS, was because of what they did in the past. Hey, Junior, we are almost to our destination in Ontario. CAD, computer-aided design files. Well, they couldn't use the name. They got away with it in their previous titles, but the rumor states that Mercedes nearly sued SCS for having one of their trucks called Majestic when it was a near identical copy of one of Mercedes's trucks. So once the European truck manufacturers started getting on board, Mercedes was actually the last one to give ETS2 a license. And because of that little fiasco, American truck manufacturers do know about it, and that's what caused the issue, at least at first, I would think, with the American manufacturers. $12 USD for Oregon. Just when you think you get a break, more traffic starts coming. And we'll be nice going through the neighborhood here. We're not going to turn our jakes on. Looks like they are, George, and actually that's the greatest news that I've heard in quite a while. Hey, Reed, how is it going today? Great to see ya. Right next to the building? Yep, we're gonna go for it. Cars, get the hell away from back there. And we are stuck back there again. We're just gonna pull it through. Holy moly. That is awful. Why the heck did I do that? And you totally screw up going into eddies, and you are screwed, period. Yep, and Coda is back again. I do not know how to back up a trailer. I don't have time. I really don't want to do this, but yeah, I'm going to. If it will even let me. Probably not. I mean, did they change the way that these eddies works? Because holy moly. But then I know better than going in here with a W900 too, with a truck that has a turning radius of a whale. Yeah, I have no idea why, but this truck does not want to turn at all whatsoever. And so did not mean to disconnect my trailer. I got used to, and oh God, Cody, you did it again. I keep doing trailer disconnect on my wheel instead of what I have set up to drop the load. Can you guys tell I was actually doing freight market jobs last night? There, now it finally takes. It's already on there, George. Truck and trailer. Hey, Chris, how's it going today? Alright, let's see what we got here. I have not been to Klamath Falls yet. It looks like we don't have anything local, so let's go ahead and take this load of pallets over to Heartwood. Hopefully that will be the last time I screw up on backing up today. Holy moly. And what I need to do here, since I'm so close to that wall, I've actually got to shift myself to the right a little bit, just in order to get this trailer out, otherwise I'm going to be screwed. You know, for some odd reason, I think they made this eddy smaller. I don't ever remember having this much trouble getting in and out of this place. Yeah, we're good now. No, it's truck and trailer on all of the paint jobs. And that the Classic Stripes paint job should be supported by Truckers MP also, so now we've got a little bit more variety there too. Eddies are not easy to back into. Oh, go. I think I just lost my shifter here. No, we're good. Jason, how's it going today? Great to see ya. Hey, Seeker, what's up today? Oh, that is a new look for the farm. Oh, there we go. If you can't find it, grind it. Yeah, we're in a 900L today. Great truck, just can't, the person behind the wheel can't back up worth a damn. So, yeah. For some odd reason, these trucks are easier to back in real life for me than it is in this game. I don't understand it. Yes, we'll have that in hopefully 1 to 2 weeks. That time frame is all dependent upon Volvo USA for their final approval. When they definitely said the eastern side of the state was a desert, they literally meant it. There's like nothing out here. Unless you count that Smoky Bear there. More than likely, they will already be in the same location that we have them. So, Farmington in New Mexico, Tucson in Arizona, Las Vegas for Nevada. In California would be San Francisco. And then for Oregon, that's actually going to be in, oh shoot, let's bring up the map, because that's going to be in Eugene, I believe. No, the western part of the state is woods and is green. The eastern part is all plateau and desert. It's only a Wabash trailer because of one of the trailer mods that I have activated. It shows as Wabash, but it's really just the base trailer in the game. I was messing around a little bit earlier today. I did take a load up into Astoria, and instead of going on a paved road, I took one of the dirt logging roads. Oh my goodness, talk about bumpy. I appreciate it, Seeker. Alright, I wonder why there was just a big old Kenworth sign sitting back there in the middle of nowhere. Oh, how about it? One chicken coop that we don't need to pull into. But dang, that thing is tiny. The Columbia mod that I saw, I mean, the outside looked alright, but the interior was absolute junk. As you guys can see, since Burns is already yellow, this is one of the cities that I did get to last night. They made bigger ones for New Mexico, but they are going to use all of their models and then in the States add new companies. And mine just says 7-Eleven because I am running a real company mod from Grimes, which was updated fully for 1.32. Nothing of the woodworking companies here in Oregon were changed, or the home store, but yeah. You got a fuel repair and scales back there. Now, the question, did any of you guys watch the launch video yesterday with Jessica Lynn with that video? Well, I do watch other streams, Jason. I wouldn't limit yourself to just one, because everybody does things differently, different mods and whatnot. I mean, you can definitely have your favorite, but I do watch other streamers also. Alright, now that question is, at the end when they showed that concert stage with fireworks, was that done just for that launch video, Or was that actually in the game? Does anyone know? Looks like we ran ourselves into a thunderstorm. Now, the question, Jason, is, are you liking it so far, of what you are seeing? I am not running any weather mods. I'm running a graphics mod, but I'm not running any weather. So, I mean, they might have, but from what I'm seeing, it looks the same to me. But then I would have to see in the daytime to see if there's any difference. Kind of hard to see in the middle of the night. They might have, because I was in a whole bunch of rain last night, and I do have the slider turned down. If you wanted to try the game out, Jason, and you have a PC and have a Steam account, you are able to download the free demo. Now, granted, you're not going to have Oregon or New Mexico. There's two different versions of the demo, though. Definitely give them a try out and see if it's something that you're interested in. Hey, Kurtley, how is it going today? Now that Beezer Homes right there, that's the new home construction. If I wasn't hauling my own trailer, I definitely would want to deliver to one or two of those just to see how it is. Well, if you have a Mac, game works on Mac too. Ah, there goes Cordy again, grinding it to find it. Yep, I did see that on his website the other day. Ah, stupid AI pulling out in front of a truck. Are you nuts? Good thing I looked down, otherwise I would have kept going. I didn't realize I needed to get myself some go-go juice. Yeah, so with that button box, which is linked down below of which one that I am getting, and I did pick up a label maker when I was out at Walmart earlier doing some shopping, and I know what my rotary dials are already going to be for, and what some of the switches are going to be. I'm going to try to get hopefully everything off of my wheel with the exception of the turn signals, but we'll see what happens once I do get that button box. Oh, I can definitely understand that, Jason. Now, that is weird. It had us go this way just for us to turn around. Why didn't they make a on-ramp for going the other way? That doesn't make sense. Yeah, I'm going to take a wild guess. Right now, Coast to Coast does not work with Oregon. You will crash with it. My guess is with version 2.6, we will get the updates to the southern part, so that it's going to be like Louisiana and things. And then he will also remove Oregon from the main mod and get full compatibility. That's going to be my guess. Now, if you see my screen jump up and down in just a moment, guys, I'm going to apologize for it right now. I'm going to get myself a drink that I have sitting on the side of me. You will be able to get Coast to Coast on the SCS forums. I would not download it from anywhere else. No, George, I would not recommend downloading from either of those places. We don't know, and the reason I say that is I always like to support the original mod author. When they're uploaded to atsmods.lt or Modland, they may have downloaded it themselves from Mantrid, but then they're uploading it underneath their own share mods or whatever account in order to get the click money. So that's why I don't recommend it. And in regards to that, Jessica Lynn and the AI just disappeared on me. Way to go. But anyways, in regards to that Jessica Lynn, I did notice it was by like a Hearts fuel station. So I'm actually kind of curious if that is here in the game or if that was just for promotional. I really wish I knew. And I'm waiting for Bambi to jump out in front of me. And she's from my home state. I believe she lives in Pittsburgh, if I remember correctly. Oh, and I did go back to Crater Lake yesterday, and very hard to see in the middle of the night, so that's why I didn't go back in there. But yeah, it is very nice back in there. But then you have to deal with a twisty turny road to get up to the viewing point too. No, it's not. And we get the bypass again. Oh boy, this turn should be fun by what I'm seeing there on the GPS. Oh, that looked like a cutback, and actually that wasn't too bad at all. Did I just screw up here? Nope, I didn't. I just wanted to make sure where the door was at. And Jason, thank you so much for the subscribe. I do appreciate it. And what I'm trying to do here is I'm straightening out a little bit if I'm not hitting anything. We're going to go up that way and get into this door. Oh, Coda, you did it again. Don't unhook from the trailer. And once you unhook from the trailer, you actually need to shut the truck off in order to drop the load. I am more of a Cummins fan. Alright, and if I need to drop a trailer, that's fine. I just want to see what we have here. Yeah, we're not going back down into California or anything. Haven't been to Coos Bay, that's right up over here. That is one short trailer, but that's going to the home store in Coos Bay. Let's go ahead and... Why is it doing that? That is like so out of the way. Let's check externals too, just to be on the safe side. We've been up to Bend already. Now Eureka would be nice. I can definitely go down there and see if we can get something to run the 101 all the way up to Astoria. Yeah, but we're not going to do that. Oh, geez, Coda, come on. Learn to click the right thing here. We have any... well, we can definitely go back up to Astoria, but that's pretty much going the exact same way that we just took. Yeah, the way Oregon is actually set up is kind of weird. Let's go ahead and take empty pallets over to Lakeview since we haven't been there yet. And my decision-making skills today are absolutely awful. And it shouldn't have taken that long to figure out where I wanted to go, but yeah, I'm being stupid. Sparko, how's it going today? Now, darn, this is what I call a lumber mill. Yep, and I screwed up. And this, guys, is why you do not blindside back, because you cannot see a darn thing. Yeah, we'll definitely do some Truckers MP, probably very soon. Because it's not a realistic function in the game to get out and look. You can use number 2 and swivel yourself around, but that's not very realistic. No, Truckers MP will not be this weekend. I am not going to be home well, depends on what time. I've got some whole lot of running around to do tomorrow. I might be streaming late tomorrow. It all depends on what time I get home. And Daryl, how's it going today? Great to see you. More down on the eastern side of Harrisburg, there is a ton of farms. And we are going to be getting the Volvo VNL 670. Right now we're just waiting on final approval from Volvo USA before SCS can release the truck. International Lone Star has been confirmed, and also the Freightliner Cascadia, the 2018 model, but those trucks need to be built from scratch. As I said, George, that I hope is a good possibility, but my guess is the only reason that they're releasing the 670 is to beat International and Freightliner saying, hey, we were the first non-PACCAR truck to be added to American Truck Simulator. I think that's the only reason that they're doing it. From the way I understand it is the licensing guy that SCS hired, they are basically going for production model trucks. The 670 is actually going to be the first truck that's added to the game that is no longer in production. It's been replaced. And ATS would not have happened without PACCAR. So that's one thing that is going for at least PACCAR there. SCS could not gain any licenses for release on the game. If PACCAR didn't license the trucks that they did, there would be no American Truck Simulator. mean, Volvo USA shut them down. They did want Volvo in the game from the start, but licensing talks fell through. There was no international, no Freightliner, and it took them 2.5 years in order to get Volvo into the game, Freightliner and international licensed. And that alone speaks volumes there. But I think a lot of it had to do with Pavel was not such a great negotiator. At the start, it was in the hands of PACCAR. Yes, it was. Now that we've got Volvo USA on board, Freightliner, and International, it's only a matter of time before we get Mack and Western Star. And then there's going to be the 7 major US manufacturers that will be in the game. Yes, they did. They do have one person now hired specifically for licensing. All before this had happened, it was all Pavel. Yeah, I did say we weren't leaving California. We're just running through California to get over to Lakeview. And as I said, George, I think they did it because they saw how much positive publicity that International and Freightliner were getting, that they wanted to beat them into the game, and that might be the only reason the 670 was licensed. And guys, for those who don't have New Mexico or Oregon, those are map expansions. Those are going to be paid, but truck updates are going to be completely free. So you don't need to buy anything additional. They will be added to the game. I mean, they did say that they recorded them from the actual trucks. Now, how close they are, I don't know, but I like my engines to sound nice and meaty to them and have a good jake. So, of course, I'm running sound mods. hard disk drive, you can get a Western Digital 1 terabyte for $30-40. Solid state drive, 240, 250 gigs are going around anywhere, depending on what brand that you get, from $60 to $100. And we're going to have to do 2 pull-ups in order to get in here. Maybe. Yeah, I'm not liking how that's looking, so we're going to do a second pull-up. Let's see what we got here. Nothing really. Let's check external contracts. Nothing, and freight market. Yeah, definitely not doing freight market. And that's pretty much the exact same way that we came, so I'm not going to do that again. We have really nothing here, so I'm going to make this a little bit different here. We're going to go back up to Portland. We'll quick travel back up there. Alright, we will need to select our trailer again. Oh, it's already parked on the side. Alright, good enough. And let's see. Let's go ahead and run right down to Medford. Portland Cargo Central. Yeah, that's like out by the it's like up like a dock area, I believe. And from where the garage is located in Portland to where we're going to pick up, it's quite a bit of a drive. It's just one of the dashboard mod that I found for a W900. I did get this at atsmods.lt. And where the heck are we picking this trail? Where are we getting our load at? Ah, other side. Yeah, this truck does not turn worth a dang. And literally, it just seems like every backup point that I'm going to, I'm doing multiple pull-ups. Will this allow us to bump the dock? All right, it does. Whoa. Oh, I guess we can get out the other way. Don't have to sneak around. Well, pay attention, Coda. And I'm just so used to most companies having one place in and then the same place out. This one's a little bit different. Oh, geez, really? I didn't know that metro thing was actually going to stop there and make it seem like they're picking up or dropping off. That's kind of neat, though. Even though I said, oh, really? And it's definitely neat. atsmods.lt. all you need to search for is like W900 dashboard. You'll get a whole bunch of different trucks, but then you will be able to find this one too. Hey Chris, how's it going today? Roger on the gunite. And here we are in downtown Portland. This is where a good majority of the bridges in Oregon are, I'm gonna take a wild guess. Oh, sweet. I didn't know Portland had a cable car. Roger that, Chris. Freddie Barnes, thank you so much for the subscribe there on YouTube. I do appreciate it. Lionel, how's it going today? Welcome to the live stream. Yep, we are back in the W9. The only reason I choose the reefer is you can pretty much haul any of the boxed freight in the game. So, and it adds maybe the reefer adds, along with the installation, another 500-600 pounds to the trailer. Not that much that you're gonna lose in cargo. I am definitely liking what I see so far. Easily surpasses New Mexico in just what they have done. Congratulations, SCS. The Legend, how's it going today? And thank you, glad you are enjoying. Brenton, how's it going today? Great to see you. I appreciate it. Yeah, not very often you see a purple owner-operator, so yeah, we're definitely doing something different. And the paint job on the truck today, if you guys did not get the bundle, this is the classic stripe pack that SCS did release with Oregon. Now, once we get rid of DX9 and get the game fully up to DX11, everybody should be seeing a performance increase. And hopefully that happens sometime early next year, since Steam does drop support for Windows Vista and XP on December 31st. So that's probably, I'm thinking it's going to be very early next year that we're going to jump to DX9. DX9 is going to be dropped and then added to DX11. Oh my god, my brain is so not working. CT, how's it going today? Great to see you. The Volvo VNL, according to SCS, says 1 to 2 weeks, but I've mentioned this several times during the stream, that is going to depend upon the final approval process. SCS thinks everything is going to be good and ready to go, but we should have it within that 1 to 2 weeks, hopefully. And did you pass? Sweetness, was this the road test or a permit test? Awesome. CT is a fully licensed CDL driver now. 7 features. Alright, that's actually called 7 Feathers, and that is a resort casino area. That actually is in Oregon. My brother has gone gambling there, and he had mentioned they have like a steak and eggs special that's like for truckers, that's like $7.99. Hell of a steal. Now the question, CT, is did you take your road test in an automatic or in a stick? Yeah, not everybody knows how to drive a stick, and if my brother mentioned to me what was right, if you take your truck in, take your road test in an automatic transmission, you will be limited to just driving automatics. If you take your road test with a manual, you can drive either manual or automatics. So I'm not sure, I'm not sure if that's the same in all the states, or is that since, I mean, that's really my question, really. Yeah, there's something wrong with this KW. That should have got... Holy crap, that should have swung around a hell of a lot faster than that. And that it just did not want to straighten out. Jesus Christ, Coda. Holy God. I'm just going to stop backing up, especially in this truck, because literally, this truck is not acting right. I don't know why a Peterbilt 389 turns a hell of a lot quicker than this thing, and it's got a longer hood on it. So that's what's kind of has me baffled right now. I do want to thank you guys for watching today. I do need to take a little bit of a break. I want to get some dinner into me. I hopefully should be back later on unless something happens. But if you did enjoy at least the first stream today, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed, hit the red subscribe button, enable notifications by clicking on the gray bell. Be a part of that notification squad. You guys have been watching Amazing ATS. My name is Coda. If I don't see you later on, have a great rest of your Fridays, and we'll catch you on the flip-flop.